Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump's Jurassic Park defense. We recently talked about the cost of Trump's Golden Dome project. We talked about the money, timelines, and whether it could be done. That raised the question of whether or not this was a Jurassic Park problem. Scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should. Oh, it's very much a problem like that. Right now, there's a rough parity. If the U.S. was successful in rendering the opposition's weapons obsolete because of a truly successful Golden Dome, it triggers an arms race. That's the nature of strategic arms. Realistically, adversarial nations will focus efforts not on ICBM tech, which are the giant missiles in silos, but on submarine-launched tech that might be able to simply bypass the capabilities of the Golden Dome. Adversarial nations won't simply ignore the development. Russia and China issued a joint statement, saying the system would be a, quote, complete and ultimate rejection to recognize the existence of the inseparable interrelationship between strategic offensive arms and strategic defensive arms. Taking that out of Diplo defense speak, right now the world has mutually assured destruction, and that actually protects us in a terrifying way. Nobody launches because we all get destroyed, because the tech levels are similar. If the U.S. was to find a way to block opposition strategic arms, the destruction is no longer mutual. That means the strategic balance is thrown off, and the pursuit of new arms ensues. Countries would likely race to find those new arms. It's also notable that since the balance of world power became tied to nuclear arms, we haven't had a world war. The presence of the nuclear balance theoretically deters conflicts between nuclear powers, which limits the expansion of great power conflicts into world wars. Then you have the separate issue of militarizing space. It's long been held that space should be for scientific research and that there shouldn't be weapons in space. Now, we have seen signs that Russia has violated this philosophical principle with an anti-satellite weapon. There are probably better ways to address that potential violation than abandoning the principle wholesale and turning space into a giant arsenal aimed at Earth. China's foreign ministry said, quote, the project will heighten the risk of turning the space into a war zone and creating a space arms race, and shake the international security and arms control system. So, a quick summary. Yes, it can be done, but not at the price or on the timeline Trump has said. It probably shouldn't be done, especially when the United States really can't afford any more debt from reckless spending on vanity projects. That position is even more reinforced when coupled with the fact that it would make the world less safe by triggering another arms race. The good news is that even if Trump decides to set a bunch of U.S. currency on fire in pursuit of this, it won't be completed by the end of his term, and the project will probably be canceled. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.